Hello everyone, this is Bryant with sfftsource.com, your premier guide to Six Flags Fiesta Texas, and we're here at the park to check out Fright Fest 2021. So this event runs now through the end of October on select dates, and basically what we're going to do in this video is show you all of the daytime happenings here. We'll show you what kind of the scare zones look like. We'll give you a little bit of wayfinding in regards to how to get to the haunted houses so you can see them during the day. Because at night it gets a little spooky, things look a little different, so we'll kind of show that to you as well. And the park has a handful of entertainment offerings that also happen during the day, so we'll check that out as well. Make sure to stay tuned because we will be coming out with a Fright Fest nighttime video, and in that video we'll show you, scare zones in full effect, some of the nighttime entertainment, and just some of the general ambiance and spookiness. Let's head into the park. So one of the things worth pointing out is right when you come in through the ticket area, there is a Fright Pass Information Center booth right here. Just keep in mind, you can scan that QR code that's on the sign and buy a pass online. I would highly recommend doing that. And now that we've shown you that Fright Pass Information Center, goodness, you can see here in Los Festivales that they have hung these big skeleton heads, these skulls with all of the kind of other pieces that go along with it. This, I don't know what you want to call this, like the camouflage type of stuff and the burlap. So this area always looks really good, especially during the day. When you're here during the day, the first scare zone you're going to encounter is the Soul Harvest, which is here in Los Festivales in Texas State Square. As you can see, nothing too crazy during the day, definitely no gore or anything to note, but you can see there's that big, huge, spooky pumpkin man. You do have some spiders up here, and what the heck is that guy doing up there? Oh my goodness. You do have some kind of side pieces here in the Soul Harvest scare zone, but really seems like the scariest thing in these is some chickens. So nothing to worry about during the day. I don't know what's in there with that chicken though. Some kind of, almost looks like an incredibly long piece of bread. Oh, there's also a rat in there too. But they do have some of these new big monsters up here, and the sun's not playing well with us, but these are pretty cool looking. And Fiesta Texas has kind of gone a little more out of their way to make sure you understand where shows are located this year. With Sundance Theater being torn down, things have changed. So you can see The Awakening and Wicked Mix Volume 2 over here in Lone Star Lil's Amphitheater. And of course, Frightful Finale and Monster Mash Bash, which have always been over here. And as we make our way into Spotsburg, the first haunted house that you're going to run into is the Hungen House of Voodoo. So you can see the entrance is right here, and it's just nice to show you all of this during the day so that you can know where it is at night when things get a lot darker and spookier and foggier. But as you can see, very harmless during the day, other than the spooky man on the sign. And right here outside of Sangerfest Hall, if you go to the right past the Simply Southern Collection store towards Bugs Whitewater Rapids, you run into the Wicked Hollow Scare Zone. So like I've reiterated before, during the day there are no monsters. They will come out after 7 p.m. But you can kind of see that there's not a lot going on here. You got some spooky, doll ladies. That looks kind of like a new card. It's a lot more closed up than normal, not as many props. So in the past there's been, more spooky type of stuff sitting out during the day, but it looks like they've changed that. And then of course you've got this big hunk of man or beast or whatever right here. Here out in front of Rockville High School, you run into your next scare zone, which is Infestation making its return. And admittedly, this one is pretty intense during the day. So you can see we've got like a asteroid that's hit here, and then there are some pretty gory things over here. So fair warning, if you do come out, you do have some aliens busting through some people's bodies. And you've got this alien, and he's like, I love, it's probably sausage. It's probably not a body. It's probably definitely sausage. This guy looked like he was throwing up, and maybe the alien's trying to help him. I don't know. Either way, it's not going well. And then you have this lady who's taking a nap. I've noticed a lot of people like to take naps here at this park, so this makes sense, but unfortunately it looks like she's also going to be eaten. Yes, this guy. So as you can see, this is a very intense scare zone even during the day. Of course, no monsters, like we've said, but plenty of gore and plenty of humongous, awesome aliens. One important thing to note about this infected scare zone is that it appears that it has extended itself all the way down this thoroughfare. We've even got a new spaceship, and there's a couple other new props, like, oh, look at that nasty boy up there. Ugh, what's he doing? And there's another nasty boy over here as well. You can just see him. He's like, I wanted to check this out, but it was a bad idea because I touched it and then I turned into some mushy stuff or something, right? So just be forewarned. And over here in Rockville, you also run into the next haunted house on our list, which is Rock Kill High School. Very unmissable as they turn the Rockville High School Theater into a haunted house. So you can see this guy right here, and you don't want to go in there because there's a bunch of spookies. What the heck is going on, man? What are you doing? It's not good for you. And you'll notice that this pathway that connects the Fiesta Bay Boardwalk to Rockville does not have a scare zone in it this year. So this is just a normal pathway during the day, but there is a haunted house down here that we want to show you. So right here, tucked away with the entrance to the Pandemonium roller coaster, is the Carnival 3D haunted house. You can see the entrance to that is way up there, and it looks like they're working on some lights right now, but the entrance to Carnival 3D is over there. So one of the interesting things that Fiesta Texas has done this year is they have moved a couple of their scare zones kind of off the beaten path, and I think that's really just to help with crowd management. But one of those is here on Fiesta Bay Boardwalk, down here by Slingshot. So you can't actually walk through these during the day, so it is closed. But I just wanted to show you what you can see. Basically the entrance, which is blocked off, but kind of the crazy thing, and this is Hell Valley Cemetery, by the way, this scare zone, but the crazy thing is it's basically like an outdoor haunted house. So they've, you know, done gravel pave down here, and I mean, there's all kinds of stuff back there to walk through. So I'm really looking forward to this, but as you can see during the day, very harmless. Here at the Goalie Washer, which is their Rapids ride, they've dyed the water red. So you can do some spooky blood water color riding here on Goalie Washer during the day. I don't know if this stays open at night. We might have to come back and see, because they do not have a haunted house in the center in the queue anymore. So might stay open a little later than normal, but I do not actually know. And continuing our daytime look at Fright Fest activities, you can see here in the Crack Axle Canyon section, this is that steam pumpkin area, which last year was pretty harmless. You have, you know, your little pumpkin guys here. I know the sun's not playing well with us. I really like the orange and black bunting that they have. And then of course you got the steam pumpkin sign up there on top of the Whistle Stop station. So this kind of spans all the way down. You can see the lanterns hanging over the pathways here. Based off of what the advertisement for Fright Fest says, there's apparently some monsters here at night. So this was a pretty innocent area before, but it sounds like at night it's not so innocent. So we'll definitely have to come back and check that out in our nighttime video. And our first show of the day is going to be Terror at Teatro here in Teatro Fiesta. This theater is located in the Los Festivales section, kind of up near the front of the park.
Granny wouldn't mind it when she passed away, and now I got it all explained. 'Cause now my grandma got a rave, my grandma got a rave, my grandma got a rave in the grave, 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 rave, 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 rave in the grave. Pyromania, pyromania, pyromania.
just might see a ghost tonight. Double, double, double down. And if you don't know now, you know. Take it back the crowd. All dressed up connected. I see what's fun intended. These first deserve me first. Oh, yeah. You go about your day, baby, while I have some dust. It's better if you don't understand.
Here in the Thirsty Buffalo Saloon because there is a brand new one-person show here, and basically a woman who plays the piano and sings tunes. So unfortunately we're not going to get to see it today, but make sure you stop by and check this out when you're here. And of course here in Crack Axle Canyon you have your two other haunted houses. So right across from the Iron Rattler Mercantile, which is the exit Iron Rattler, you have Buried Alive, which returns. Your entrance is right here, just right on the pathway, and it's pretty fun. But as you can see, nothing too crazy out here during the day. We will head down that way so I can show you that last haunted house. There's just a guy over here. He's nonchalantly standing here like he wants to do magic, but he's not doing magic. Maybe he's shy. I think someone who watches my videos needs to go up and talk to him when they're here. And over here next to the entrance to Iron Rattler is the Slaughterhouse 6 haunted house, which is hidden in this building right here. You can see the sign kind of hiding up there atop the game. But one important thing to point out is the entrance appears to have actually moved over here this year. So you don't enter over by the entrance to Roadrunner Express. You enter over here by the entrance to Iron Rattler. And next up on our viewing of entertainment is Sleigh Bells, which also plays here in Teatro Fiesta. And this is a brand new show for 2021, so definitely looking forward to it.
Sky is a hazy shade of winter. Hear the Salvation Army band. Carolina's time is bound to be a better ride than what you've got planned. And where's the winter sleigh? Don't blow, keep the starter riot. Don't care what your old man say. Young blood, heaven hate is in a book. Always held away. Yeah. You want me? I'm what you get it. I'm levitating. The Milky Way. We're renegade. Yeah. I got you. All night, starlight. I need you. All night, oh yeah. I'm levitating you. I want to get in the day. The things you do to me. I love the way that it hurts. Don't miss you, I miss the misery. Just know that I'll make you hurt. I miss the nights and the pain, what you did to me. You tell me you'll make it work. I try to fight all the night to watch you see. And I know, yeah, gotta let go. Gotta let go. My head's spinning round and round. Do you feel me with the taste of her lips, I'm on a ride. Every time I say I'm something I take. Hello, hey Joe, you wanna get it wrong? Kitchen, yeah, da. Kitchen, yeah, yeah. Got your pelota, yeah. Rio lady mama now.
So here at the entrance to Whitewater Bay is another one of your daytime offerings, which is the Looney Tunes Twick-or-Tweat Trail. So that's open 12 to 5 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday, and you can come out here and hang out with some Looney Tunes. But the other thing to point out is that one of our other scare zones is back here. So Fear Acres has moved back this way, and looks like we can just kind of walk in here. So on the right you have your Trick-or-Treat Trail, and then over here on the left you have the Fear Acres Scare Zone. So This is another one of those more immersive scare zones like you saw in Fiesta Bay Boardwalk, where you actually do kind of a full-on walkthrough of it. It's off the main path, more of like an outdoor haunt than a scare zone. So definitely very interested to see how this is going to go. And then of course over here on the right you have your Looney Tunes Trick-or-Tweat Trail, and you've got Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny out here right now. So if you have little kids, take them back here, get them some candy, meet some characters. And this Beach Bum Surf Company booth that's right out at the entrance to Whitewater Bay, which is normally a water park gift shop, is now a Fright Fest gift shop. So you've got all kinds of Fright Fest merchandise in here you can pick up. Looks like there's some costume pieces along the back wall there. And I guess if you still want to buy flip-flops and stuff, you can. They are in here, some sunscreen, things like that. But really a creative little way to use this shop when the water park is closed. And as we stated earlier, this year Wicked Mix Volume 2 is now in Lone Star Lil's Amphitheater, so it's going to be the next show we check out. That does it for this daytime visit to Fright Fest 2021 here at Fiesta, Texas. We had lots of fun. The entertainment offerings that we've seen so far were great. The shows here, of course, are always great, and Fright Fest is no exception. So if you're a big show person, make sure to come check those out. And of course, there's plenty of other things to do during the day. If you watched our last video, there's a whole beer festival going on during Fiesta, Texas. So if you haven't watched that video, make sure to check it out because we do review almost all of the food offerings. And of course, you had the Looney Tunes Trick-or-Treat Trail for the little kids, which is just one more thing you can do while you're out here during the day, riding rides and doing whatever it is you like to do here. Here very soon we will have a Fright Fest 2021 nighttime video coming out. So that'll include all of the scare zones being activated, some haunted house reviews, and some other entertainment offerings that happen later at night. If y'all have any questions about Fiesta, Texas, let us know in the comments below. I also encourage you to visit sfftsource.com. That is our comprehensive guide to the park. There's information for live shows, rides and attractions. There's a huge history timeline. You can learn about all of the events. There's right now in-depth information about Fright Fest on there, so make sure to check that out. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you soon at a theme park.